it's time for the blue group to go and get their hands washed.
Colors, numbers, and one cohort of students. That's what the school year will look like in Brenda McDermott's grade 1 class at Brandon's Betty Gibson School.
Their numbers are on their table, in their locker, on their chair.
McDermott and her co-workers have been working through the summer to get everything ready before 315 students arrive next week.
We've tried to think of every way, all those transitions of how just to keep kids apart.
Principal Blaine Aston says classrooms in other areas have been modified, hallways divided into lanes, desks spaced out, the library turned into a workspace for teachers and one-on-one sessions. Each cohort is even assigned their own door, their own space in the schoolyard, and their own equipment on the playground. Different grades and cohorts have staggered lunch and recess breaks. Aston feels staff are ready, but admits there is still some anxiety.
It's a different type of uneasiness to start the year. I would say every year there's, anxieties that go to the start, but this is obviously a lot different from other years.
Stacey Hines has a daughter going into grade 2. She's visited the school already, but thinks the plan is rushed and wants to know what will happen when a kid gets sick.
It sounds good on paper, but when you're dealing with logistics and actually making the plan work, are they really ready to start next week?
As Brandon continues to grow, the city's schools have faced increased enrollment for years. Still, Superintendent Mark Cassavant says they've been able to find adequate space for each child, but hasn't ruled out the possibility of shuffling students around to other schools. The division is still working with the province to figure out what will happen when a kid gets sick or if schools are moved into the restricted level.
Certainly, if we moved into a code orange, we're looking at possibilities as to what that could look like as we speak.
We feel like we're prepared and we're doing everything possible to keep everyone safe.
Now, Aston says despite the added measures, staff are happy to be back in the classroom. Students will gradually start next week to get used to the new safety measures and routine. Riley Lachuk, CBC News, Brandon.